Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If we've never met before, my name is Chelsea and I make new videos weekly on fashion, beauty, and travel. Go ahead and subscribe down below for 2 videos a week. Today's video is going to be all about my July favorites. Now, I haven't done a beauty favorites in a very long time. I do have some makeup, skincare, and body care here, a couple of the things I am wearing today, and some of these things I've actually already featured on my Instagram, so make sure you're following me there as well. It's at Chelsea Pearl. So if you'd like to hear more about everything I've been loving lately, go ahead and keep watching. First up has to be my Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet palette. I have been loving this. It has really been getting me interested and excited to play with color again. Although on an everyday basis, I'm a neutral girl through and through, most days I actually just wear bronzer as my eyeshadow, if I'm wearing eyeshadow at all. But for the days I want to be fun and adventurous, like today, I reach for this. I am wearing a little bit of this palette today, although I did experiment and freehand a little bit with this look. I used bronzer first, and then I decided I wanted to spice it up with the lid color, and then I did the inner corner color. And this is kind of what we came up with. I also have some looks on my Instagram featuring this palette, but if you haven't seen it yet, there are 12 shadows in here. This is predominantly a purpley pink palette, but there are some pops of peach and some fun shimmers and glitters in there as well. Some of the shadows in here actually perform better when applied with your finger. So if you don't have a lot of brushes, don't fret. It comes with a dual-ended brush as well, and this one's actually pretty good quality. So if you see me wearing color lately, it's 9 times out of 10 this palette. I always link my makeup of the day in every video description box, so be sure to check there. Next up is a mascara by Winky Lux. This is their So Extra Volumizing Mascara. It has that classic, volumizing natural bristle wand on it. Now I am wearing this today, but I do have strip lashes that are on as well. I've just trimmed them down a lot so they're not as full on. I just find that's a lot more comfortable for me. But for on a day-to-day basis, I just use this. I use like 2 to 3 coats of it, and it is extremely volumizing. It is very volumizing, borderline clumpy. So if you don't like volumizing, maybe not the right mascara for you, but I love it. It makes my lashes so full, fat, and voluminous. So just make sure you take your time with your coats and wiggle all the way through so you can get nice separation and lift as well. I have been using this pretty consistently for the last 3 months. I usually don't like to have more than 1 tube of mascara open at a time. Absolutely have been loving this one. You can find it now at Target. I've actually seen the Winky Lux display in my local Target, and it's so cute. So some of my other favorites of theirs include their Coffee Kitten eyeshadow palette. Huge fan of that, and I do like some of their lip products as well. I was such a big fan of this mascara, and I haven't really heard any other bloggers that I follow talk about it, so I wanted to mention that. Again, it's called the So Extra. This is the lip color I'm wearing today, although I do have a tinted lip balm underneath it, so usually it's not this pink. It's a little more sheer than what it looks like on my lips today, but this is the Pixi and Chloe Morello lip icing in the shade Parfait. Now, you guys know I love the first Chloe Morello Pixi release, which was their lip icing in Cake, which is like more of a goldy yellow shimmer. This one's more of a pinky gold shimmer. It has some purple and peachy golden reflex in it. It's just absolutely stunning. Like, it just catches the light in the right way. It doesn't look like heavy chunky glitter on your lips. You can't feel the glitter. Like, in the tube it's a little scary, but once it's on your lips, it totally transforms. Another thing too is that this is so complimentary to the Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette, and if you've never tried a lip icing, the formula is immaculate. It's kind of like a gloss and a lip oil combined. It's very nourishing and hydrating on your lips, and I feel like I can reapply it throughout the day and my lips never get dried out. I think it's like down to there. I've used quite a bit of this. I love piling it on. It just feels so good. And again, I'm not really a big lip gloss wearer, but I love the formula of this. If you like comfortable glosses that have just like a kiss of color to them and a little bit of sparkle and reflex, I think you'll really like this. The lip icing in the shade Cake, which released I think 2 summers ago, I used up an entire tube. It was like an all-time favorite of mine. I have like a fuchsia one I'm gonna try next, but this one is in the shade Parfait, and I know that Pixi does sell these in a trio on their website if you want to get like a little gift set to try them all. I haven't mentioned this in a favorites video before, but it's definitely been mentioned in some of my eczema skincare videos. This is by Skinfix, and this is their Eczema Plus Dermatitis Face Balm. And you can use this. It's clinically proven to treat eczema, dryness, and dermatitis. I have sporadic eczema that manifests on my face and my body, but when it's on my face, it makes it really hard to wear makeup, wear sunscreen, and just go about my everyday life because of flaky textured skin. This is amazing. So it comes out like a Vaseline. It's very concentrated and thick. You need the tiniest amount of this, and I will rub it in between my fingertips and then just like press it over the areas that need it, and it just kind of smooths out that texture. You don't have to have eczema necessarily to use this. If you just have like surface dryness or surface dermatitis, it helps alleviate that a little bit by smoothing out the texture. It's a skin protectant. And what's really nice about this is non-comedogenic, so it's not going to clog your pores. This is also cruelty-free, so find it at Sephora. I've been a huge fan of this. It's a little deceiving because the tube is so small. It looks like, you know, a lip balm size, but you use so little of it that it will last you a very long time. So not something I use every day, but for the days I have those issues, this is my standby go-to. Love it. Okay, the last favorite is a body care product that I just bought on a whim. I kind of looked through Target.com, sifted through reviews. If you're into your self-tanners, you probably have a favorite mitt. I know me personally, I've tried a lot of mediocre mitts and pretty bad mitts over the years. Having a good mitt for your self-tan application is key, because having that like terrible self-tan residue around your knuckles, your wrists, where your tan bled through the mitt is like a dead giveaway. This is the b.tan Tanning Mitt, and it has a gorgeous velvety texture. The quality of this, when I unboxed it, I was just amazed. It's so soft. From the inside, it almost feels like it has scuba fabric, like a neoprene, because it's like very plush but pliable. The velvety texture runs on both sides because, you know, most of us are not ambidextrous, so if you need to go right-handed or left-handed, this tanning mitt has got you. And most importantly, the texture is very thick, so the product does not seep through and stain your hands. That is key. I was just blown away because so many tanning mitts like leak through and stain your hands, or like the seams are really cheap and it bleeds through to the other side, staining the back of your hand, something like that. This is like really thick and it has that plastic lining, so you're not gonna have any residue come through onto your hands where you don't want it. I could do a video on my favorite self-tanners. I'll actually link a blog post on my favorite self-tan products down below. I wrote that about 6 months ago. This is just one of those things where I'm like, I wish I found this sooner. Why didn't nobody tell me about this? So again, it's by b.tan. Keep an eye out for that if you are a self-tanning queen. All right, friends, that is a wrap for my recent beauty favorites. I think I'm publishing this on the last day of the month, so let's call this July favorites. Those are all the recent beauty products I've been loving, and if you love favorites videos, let me know so I can be sure to plan to do another one for August. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit it with a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.